What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. It is giving the puppy my kidney. Because why not? Anyways, guys, people have been bashing Z, and then Liema name came to play. What really happened? There was this video of Z and Papi playing last night, and then Papi grabbed Z from the back and pressed her two balls. You guys know what I mean? The two balls on lady's chest now. You guys know what I mean? That is her balls on her breast, you know? Papi pressed the thing like say, like he kind of pressed her to, you know, Z has little breast, little or no breast. It's just like she doesn't even have a breast, you know, her breast is so small. So Papi from behind pressed her from her breast like this to rest, make sure that she rests on him. And people started coming for Z. They are like, this girl is so pretty, but she doesn't even know her self-worth. Some are like, oh, is it not a club girl? Some are, they're just saying a whole lot of things. Then Liema name come to play, as they say. That is one thing with beautiful ladies, that they do not even know their worth. They don't carry themselves well. You know, they started bashing the two ladies because of that. Anyways, that is one of the trends on the social space. Who am I to question people bashing them? I am nobody, but all I have to say is you can also go to that house and go play the game yourself. Like Kosi said when she came to the house, she said it is very easy to bash people when you're watching the show, but when you get there, it is a different ball game, you know. Anyways, these two are actually getting closer. Do not get me wrong, they were friends in the house, but they were closer to someone else. Pale was Pumi was closer to Pale than she was to Els, while Els was closer to Miley than she was to Mpumi. But now those two are no longer in the house, because I could remember Mpumi, her last diary session last week, she was telling Big Brother how much she miss Pale, because that's one of the person she's closer to, you know, that she can, you know, air her mind to. So right now these two are getting close, because of course they are getting more close, of course, because of they have a common enemy. You guys know already, you know, today they've been kissing around like Mpumi would go kiss else and all of that. You see, this particular week I am so interested in it because it's gonna be a fun week, true and true. Forget that the house is getting smaller, but it's gonna be an interesting week, especially with the theme of this week called facing your fears. Like, it's obvious that a whole lot of things gonna happen, because Biggie started already with a surprise. Like, he brought in live snakes in the house. Oh my god, guys, I cannot imagine myself seeing this. Do not worry me, I don't want to withstand this kind of fear, because I'm gonna fail woefully with this one. Imagine you bringing snake to me for me to touch onwards, or trying to put snakes on my neck. How is that even possible? So because of a tax, I want to win a tax, then I'll have to do it. I don't want to do it. My sight of seeing snakes is a problem, but meanwhile the housemates actually in uniform tried their best to actually touch the snake. Even Liema, the snake was put around her neck, you know. Macjnr else, they were kind of scared, you know, even Yolanda, but they all did it, you know, they did it. I'm like, yo, interesting. And this is not gonna be all, it's never gonna be all. I think each day that passes by, Biggie would be testing them with what they fear, because with the kind of question he is asking them in the diary room today about the fears, I think he's gonna use it on them. Anyways, we'll get to some of the housemate diary session. First off, remember the evicted housemates yesterday threw their dagger at some of the housemates, Sinaye, Willie, Makeke, and Jari respectively. So their punishment is here. For Sinaye, he's going to make a sound, animal sound, before he would speak. So all this while he has been backing before he speaks. If you say, Sinaye, how are you? He will do, oh, I am fine. You know. And then for Willie, he is to wear a cardboard costume with a traffic cone as a heart. you know. So, and then for Jared, he is to wear a maid dress and do the house chores. Like he would be wearing a maid dress while doing the house chores. And then for Makeke, he is gonna be singing instead of talking. Like if you want to have a conversation with Makeke, his reply will come through a song. Like if he said I am fine, he's gonna say I am fine, you know, that kind of a thing. So for Sinaye, who's gonna be making animal sound before reply, and for Willie, who is going to be wearing a cardboard costume, and for Jared, who is wearing a maize dress doing the house chores, and then for Makeke, who is actually going to be singing through his reply. I think the one I am enjoying the most is that of Makeke. Like it is actually funny, and the funny thing is Yolanda is trying to make this thing so fun. Like she would definitely want to make Makeke talk, you know. And for Jared, she will be spilling water on the floor, so as Jared will be cleaning the floor. Like Yolanda is a case. Makeke's song. Oh my god, I have a laugh in my chins are paining me. Like the way he was singing it out. Oh my god, I'm like, where does Biggie even get all of these ideas from? And they are gonna be doing this thing for the past 2 days. Like they're gonna do it tomorrow and next tomorrow, which is gonna be on Wednesdays. I think it will end on Wednesday. That's when they're gonna stop doing this thingy. Like we would be watching Makeke sing while replying until this is over. He's only not gonna do it during tax and diary session and then nominations. Anyways, guys, let's talk about few diary sessions. I mixed Makeke's diary session, okay? So I'll just talk about that of Liema, MC Junior, Sinaye, and then who again am I talking about? Yolanda. Just few of Yolanda's diary session. So for this today's diary session, Biggie ushered Liema in, and then was like, how does she feel to be back? And then she told Biggie that, Biggie, I already told you that I'm not going anywhere. I would see you on Tuesday, not even knowing I'm going to see you again on Monday, you know. So Biggie asked the diary session, sorry, the eviction that literally surprised her yesterday, and then she said it was that of Mitch, and her reason is that people think, you know, in as much as they do not know what the viewers think about them, but people think being mean is actually selling them. Like people that viewers enjoy seeing mean people. But she said at a point it could be, but not doing it too much, and that she feels Mitch was so mean while he was in the house. He says mean things whilst he was in the house, and then people think that would actually make people, you know, want him to stay. So that's why he was so surprised that Mitch left. And then she said for Trenza that he got to her because Trenza is one person that has always made her laugh. Like if you look at her, she might not be saying anything, but you would actually feel like she's funny. Like you would laugh when you are around her. And then she was asked about today's head of house challenge, and then she said she really want to win and showcase her leadership style. And then she was asked if she's not the one who wins, whom would she want to win? And then she said it's gonna be between Sinaye, Jared, and Macjnr, because she feel those three names she mentioned, one of them would definitely want to save her if she's up. And then she said she might not be sure with the other two, which is Jared and Sinaye, but for Jared and MC Junior, but for Sinaye, she is very sure that Sinaye would save her. Now the question is, do you guys think Sinaye would save Liema if Liema is up? Anyways, Liema also said something like that last week too. Okay, we'll see how tonight plays out though. And then she also speak about her fears when Biggie asked her, and she said she really got no physical fears like that, you know, that her fears is mainly on losing herself, that for her not to lose herself, you know, that is her fear. You know, not to lose her personality, her person, for something that is not worth it. That is her fear. And people are like calling her saying, and you're already losing yourself to Jared and all of that. They were dragging her because of that anyways. And for the attack, she said some of the housemates are scared of some of these reptiles, all these things Biggie is bringing to the house, that if it's going to be weighed by that, as they wagered 100%, then she is not that sure. But they are all trying their best. And then after Liema was MC Junior. But before I talk about that of MC Junior, Liema said the housemate look down on her so much, and they keep giving the same people, same character in their wager. because they're already talking about their wager. They are brainstorming on their wager, which is facing their fate, according to the team. I think they are going to create a drama or something, but we'll discuss about that later. So for MC Junior's diary session, he got in and told Biggie asked him, how does he feel to be here again? Remember yesterday, he said he think he's going to be the one going. So he said that he's so happy to be back, that it's so surprising. It feels so good to see that people find him worthy to be back in the house, And then he was asked which of the what's it called, eviction surprised him, and he also mentioned Mitch. He said Mitch in the sense that Mitch has a lot of drama going on for him. He's engaging in so many thingy, and he thinks that's what, according to him, that he feels that's what viewers buy. Like viewers enjoy dramatic, scenarios in the house. That he was so surprised to see Mitch go. And then the one that wasn't shocking to him was Taki, his friend, because Taki was saying it to him almost every time they sit together and discuss that he is going this week, that he has the feeling that he's definitely not going to cross this week. So he has actually spoke that into existence, that he already exists in his head, that Taki is going home. And then the eviction that got him the most is his friend Taki too. He said Taki is like a brotherhood to him, that he has found someone he can call a brother in a house that everything is a game, that can actually, a house that can get so, scary. Happens that this dude, he saved this boy at the point, the boy returned the favor, or the other point, which he does not even have to, there are some persons who definitely might not choose to return the favor. So he found brotherhood in Taki, and then Biggie was like, you still have another brotherhood. And he just laughed over it. And for the head of house game, he said he is taking it so personal, because if he didn't win, he's going to be standing up, that this MFs are going to put him up, that he's going to be standing up. So he is so personal to him that he doesn't want to put, that he knows that he was saved this last week, yes, but he doesn't want to put all the weight on the voters, that he also needs to save himself too. So he's going to try so hard to win the head of house. But if he didn't win, that he would love to see Sinaye win. Not because of the same reason he would have wanted Taki to win, because for Taki, he's sure that Taki would save him. But for Sinaye, he already spoke to Sinaye and told him, do not feel that you are obligated to save me, right? Just know that you're free to do whatever you want to do, because in the sense that he knows that there are some other people Sinaye has gotten closer to. So he said Sinaye is a friend, but they are not like that close the way he is to Taki. But he will be rooting for Sinaye to win aside him, but not with the aim of a save and a replace, because he might not be getting it and he's not hoping on that through Sinaye, That was what he said. And then for the wager tax, that's what Biggie asked him what his fear was. And then he said his fear was trypophobia, that he fears any tiny hole that has hairs or something around it, that is so irritating, he cannot even stand it, and he's like, Biggie, please, not this week, don't even bring it. Why would anyone want to? In as much as he's also scared of, he doesn't want to see snake, but that's the scared of a tiny hole. If I don't even know the hole, what he means, that one is more scary to him. And then what Biggie left him with this week was, Biggie said he's gonna be leaving it with this work. These words. He said, if not this week, then when? If not trypophobia, then what? If not you, then who? Me, if I don't understand what Biggie meant by that. When he left the diary session, he was actually reminiscing on that. He was repeating it. If not this week, then when? If not trypophobia, then what? If not you, then who? Biggie with his words. After MC Junior was Sinaye, yes. Sinaye went for his own diary session, and Biggie asked him the same thing as how he feels to be back. He said he feels so happy to be back, and then Biggie asked him about the most surprising eviction, and then he said the one that surprised him the most is Chwenza, that he never see Chwenza leaving, and then Biggie asked him which one got him so sad. He said Taki. Taki got him so sad because in Taki he has found a friend, a brother, and a confidant. So it actually did hurt to see him go, but he knows that he is happy that he has lived up even more than the moments he thought he would live in the house, and he hoped that he is doing whatever they have discussed here outside already, And then Biggie asked him about the head of, before he asked about the head of, Biggie asked him about the dagger that was true to him, and he said it was nothing much. He was expecting it from Mitch. And then for the head of us, he said he really want to win. But if he didn't win, he would want Macjnr to win, with the sole aim that Macjnr would save him That was his own reason that if Macjnr wins, aside from that, he will save him. That also Macjnr has a good leadership and skill, not because of the first week, but the last one, because he's a two-time head of her. So he said he actually had a good leadership, skill. So he would want Macjnr to win. Of course, we all know he's the save and replace thingy, and then he said his fear, aside from fearing some maybe animals like that, that his major fear is losing of loved ones and all of that. After Sinaye was Yolanda. Yolanda, I couldn't watch her full diary session, but I from where I watched, she spoke about her friends leaving, and how people think her friends leaving was it's going to affect her gameplay. That in all she has been doing in the house, she has not even incorporated them in whatever she does. Like even the meeting she called on the housemate that actually created rifts the other time, that they started gossiping that Chwenza and Mitch were aware, that they were not even aware about that thingy that happened, but it actually did hurt her that her friends left, because they are her friends in this house. Whatever happened during the game, she don't care, but they are her friends in this house and they are still her friends. That's for Chwenza, that Chwenza is actually a sweet person, that she never even believed that Chwenza would go, and that for Mitch, that Mitch has a kind of personality. To see Mitch going was so surprising. And then she also said she's so surprised to have been in this house, standing up back to back, and she has gone nowhere, because she was thinking people would not even like her personality, as she is too loud, that her personality has actually not paid her off in life. Like people that rather her personality has gained haters for her in real life, she means, but this is the first time her personality is paying her off, because people are saving her back to back, and she's so happy to see that. I think that was where I stepped out on Yolanda's diary session again, and then it's so sweet to see that she's getting over her feelings, though she's still moody, but I think she's getting over it. Honestly, without Yoli, this house would be a spookhouse. This housemates want to sleep their way to the grand prize. Well, Yolanda should give them a good run for the cash. We could not even tell. I cannot even tell what this season is going to give, but it's just for us to sit and watch. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. But one thing I want you guys to know, if not for anything, this week is going to be an interesting week, okay? Bye for now, babies.